potentially processes to use to automate your business with artificial intelligence. So I'm trying to be transparent and show what this is like from the ground up and all of the things that you really need to do to build your business and build your brand. Again, I'm James Collins with Green and Clean Professionals, and we have swapped from pressure washing to now building artificially intelligent equipped apps, or agentic AI is really where I like to be. Giving your agents a task and being able to speak to AI and have it go and do certain tasks for you. Um, it comes with voice AI, and others that are coming out. But the agentic side of AI, or agent based AI, where it actually goes and does something for you, is here, and it seems to be the new popular way to build. And that's really where I'm at, is introducing everybody to my SaaS offering, or software as a service. The tools that I've built and optimized for these types of things will be available for a nominal monthly fee. It won't be much, but it will be a little bit of a fee to set up, and the calls and the weekly work involved. It will take a little bit of overhead, so there is a little bit of a fee, but I'll keep it as small as possible. On that note, you started we kind of got to the point to where we were building a product last week, but I want to back up a little bit, because this is the first step. Research exactly what you want, and not only that, but to make content around what you want, and then make sure that that content is valuable for your audience. The best way to do that, in my opinion, is video production, because these agents can go out to YouTube or go out to these video sites, and they can grab the transcript of this video and basically parse through it and see exactly what I talked about without ever setting through a video at all. And so it's smart enough to know where to recommend your videos to, and the audience that maybe you're trying to get to. It's smart enough to do that. Your goal will be to build content around the things that you are trying to do, such as maybe you're writing a book, a publisher. I have tools for that too. Maybe you want to be a video producer, tools for that. Maybe you want to be an online marketer, tools for that. Specifically for marketing, building a brand, building a website. This being the first week, I had to document a few things. I've actually posted 7 videos in 1 week. Got a business bank account, and then had Zen Business as my proxy, my business registrar. So Zen Business is a place you can go and get your LLC and get your business side in order. And they're really good about giving you everything you need and staying up to date on what it actually requires for your type of business in your state. Every state's different, so keep in mind having someone like Zen Business, or uh, whatever other maybe all-in-one solution that you can come up with. But Zen Business I've stuck with, and I think they're really good. Let's get into something fun tonight. I think that um, when it comes to where we're at, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. We have we have to put videos out. We have to put content out. We have to make sure that we're doing this consistently anyway as a business, whether it's updating your website every week. Coming from Greg Hyatt over at Big X Media, he highly recommends updating your blog section weekly, and doing these things every week to make sure that you're uh, getting the momentum for doing the work that you're doing on your websites and on your business front and back ends. So, where I would like to do, I think, is I would like to look at YouTube just real quick and kind of see how these thumbnails are positioning themselves. You have a face. Seems like the face is important. It's standing out with some text, usually big, bold, impact letter text. I'm just going down the list here and looking. Now, I've actually heard that people are using Canva and a few other programs that deal with making these thumbnails really quickly. And you're going to see a lot of AI products come out for this to where people can maximize their time, because this does take 15 to 20 minutes to do. Um, it's easier if you go to replicate, and replicate is a software program. Hook up with one of their APIs, it'll take your picture from all different directions. So then you can now use that picture over and over and over again if that's what you want to do. You can start seeing how the faces are a little bit graphic. So it appears that a lot of people are using the same type of graphic programs to build their YouTube thumbnails. That's important to note in the research stage, because every one of these programs cost money, from $12 to $15 a month, sometimes more. So if you start stacking up a program to make YouTube thumbnails and a program to edit your video and a program to then take your video edit and break it down into smaller clips, and that's $75 right there. You get into Zapier, your back end automations, you're looking at another $50 a month for back end automation software. But right now, what I'm looking at is these these thumbnails, and to see if maybe we can build one that fits the bill with Photoshop instead of going out and paying $15 a month. Not to say that isn't a good thing to do, but I'm just starting. So until the revenue comes in, I don't want to go and build monthly bills. I want a business to pay for the business. So I'm going to treat it like it is a business. Just getting some ideas here. But overall, the thumbnail looks like it's one of the most important parts of video. It needs to have a face, needs to have big bold letters, and it needs to stand out. That's about what I've noticed. All right. It just goes to show. I mean, I really like the idea of watching interviews where people are giving their knowledge, but you could see he doesn't have a thumbnail, and those that do would likely get clicked on more. That's all, the whole point of this going through YouTube there. So we're going to open up Photoshop. Let's go to downloads. Let's grab a few pictures here. Um, iPhone. I took this with an iPhone. You can just simply put your finger on the picture and it takes the background out. And then I put it on OneDrive. Um, these here, I just took a screenshot off of Google Images. Just went out and Googled Adobe logos and got these. So let's put those two in there. And for this, because we're doing Photoshop, how about we just crop out and take the Photoshop, enter. Now, the idea here is we're building a collage. We're going to put this with the other picture and it may be pointing. So this background here, this non-transparent background, it will show up in your other picture. I will show you. Okay, I see what happened. I have both of them opened. So when you go to Window, Layers, it shows you where your current layer is. Now, if I pulled this over here and made this bigger, you'll see that that background is still there. Now, what I would do for that is right here, you have the magic wand tool. You can see what it does by that. I'm actually going to deselect. I'm going to delete that. Now I'm going to go back to my icon. And I'm going to use my magic wand tool now on this. You simply click in the open area and it will select all the background. Boom. It's gone. File, save. Now pull that over into this stage and we are done with that one. Now I'm pointing at the Photoshop. Let's move over and to the other side and point this one at, let's say, Premiere. Alrighty. So now we got Photoshop and Premiere. What we want to do is pull in a background. Here's where it gets, when you're building collages, you can develop your own technique here. And I'll tell you what I like to do. What do we want to use here? It doesn't really matter. I'm just building this for fun to show you how this is done and how long it takes. Usually about 20 minutes you can expect. I'm working on one screen right now, so now what I will do
because this is on top of everything else in my layers palette down here. So what you want to do is just pull that down below. Now you can also keep it selected. Pull your opacity down to about, I don't know, just a little percent down. In this case, I'm going to run it about 95%. I'm going to select this layer. And if you double click on the layer, it pulls up your effects. So let's try something like a outer glow. That looked like it was, wow. All right. So let's take off the outer glow. Start simple with a drop shadow. I'm not really liking that. Let's try a stroke. Yeah, it's looking better. So now I'm separating myself from the graphic. Now put an inner shadow so it separates it just even that much more. And typically here's where I would add a drop shadow. That should do. I'm going to say that's good enough. What I would like to do with these is just see real quick if I can put a glow on it. I thought I had a glow. So inner glow didn't do it. Let's try an outer glow. So with it selected, you can see you can go through these effects and play to your heart's desire. Like that better without anything. Contour doesn't look bad. Kind of gives it the 3D look. Oh. Yeah, I like the contour look. Why are you not letting me add a contour? So you can see they have now started adding AI into the Adobe programs too. You got generative fill. So what you would do with generative fill, let me get off of this right here, deselect it. You would grab an area. This is real similar to what you're seeing on YouTube right now, thumbnails, things like this. Just grab an area, move it around. This is a gradient fill, but you can do AI, and it will put a picture in here, put a picture up here, back here. So the point here is I want to stress that you can do this multiple ways. And when you're just starting out, it's probably best that you start out with the idea of spending as little as possible and using the tools you already have. In this case, I would say Photoshop. And if you don't have Photoshop, go out to Linux and download GIMP. That would be another good one. So that's in essence how you build a collage. You can add as many of these back here as you want. You can do a gradient fill that's not the whole here. You can select your layer and bring down the opacity here, and you'll start seeing what's in the background. So what do you think? Leave me a comment below. Let me know if you find this useful at all. Because if you do, what I'll do is I'll start doing a 10-minute video like this and building a thumbnail or building a small video, potentially build some transitions in my video editor so you can see how some of the fancier video flash editors, lens flares, light leaks, the different things they use for transitions. We have access to every one of those, so we can play around and get more in the weeds with editing, specifically with video editing, some photo editing if that's something that you want to get into. But we want, with everything that we do, we want to make sure that we're doing a how-to document. If it's something that you've never done, we need to make a file, import media, kind of get your size for a thumbnail that you want, and make sure you're documenting what you do, and then you're doing what you wrote down. That's the important, very important line of this whole video, is write down what you do and do what you write down. With that, I just started another process, and I want to give props to these guys, Opus Clips. So once you go to clips.opus.pro, if you just type in Opus Clip, pulls up #1 video editing, and then you click sign in, and now you're at your dashboard here. You can drop a YouTube link, Rumble link. You can, it appears this is the way people clip people's YouTube videos and put them on top of their own and all of that with reframe. So this looks like the program where people are building TikTok videos and YouTube shorts and potentially Snapchat videos. Well, I uploaded one long form video that I did last week, and it gave me 29 different videos to upload, and they're good. It takes your words and it makes a coherent thought, and then they put that one coherent thought as a video. So if you do a really long video, you may end up with 29 different video clips like I do, but that's enough to get started on all of the platforms. So you can see the value there. Creating all of these in a video editor may take you hours and hours and hours at time. So I'm going to give the complete thumbs up to Opus Clip for what they've done. You can just simply download all of them. I did a free trial. It gives you 90 credits, and for one video, it used about 45 credits. So that is about with their subscription at $14.50 per month, means you should be able to get 60 or 70 videos. This is a program that I would personally recommend because I can see where you'd get ROI off of it right off the bat. These short videos will bring in attention on platforms that you wouldn't have gotten on YouTube or X or any of the other social. There's certain social for certain demographics. You got Twitch, you got Snapchat, you got TikTok, which are all very short form videos. So that's what these are, under 3 minutes. And you upload one long form video, sort of like what we're doing right here. Upload one long form video, and it'll make short clips out of what you've said. If you're talking about a program and you have something that you said that was important, it will grab it, it will make a clip, and then you'll have more content. And that is the name of the game for where we're at in this journey for starting a business. We have to have content that's searchable, content that has index to it, that AI agents can look up. It can look up the transcripts to each one of these little videos, and it also has already looked up the transcript to my long form video that made these videos. It now knows what I talk about. So it's going to take a little time, but the audience will start coming in, and you'll start seeing sales and you'll start seeing your business grow. But it's important to document as you go what you're doing and make that a process, and then do what you wrote down right from the beginning. And if you change that process, you go to another program, well, scrap one of your SOPs and write another one. That's the way we're building. We're building with organization in mind, making sure we have all of our documents in order, our back office is in order. We're automating every single bit of this. We're taking notes of our software stack that's outside of my tool sets and how much that costs. And right now, per month, I'm about $92, including my course subscription to Kajabi. So that's pretty good. You can find yourself in the $300-400 range really quickly just to play with AI. Unless you're building a business, I would not recommend going out and getting Opus clips and putting 29 different clips on your YouTube just to build an audience, unless you're planning on building a business. And if you are, then justifiably you can spend money if you think you have a way to get a return of investment and ROI on your expenditures. This may only be $14.50 a month right now, but $14.50 a month needs to be on your other side of your P&L to make sure you're covering all of your expenses with profit and revenue. And then you're in the right spot to be spending money. Otherwise, use what you already have. That would be my highest recommendation. And build, if you are building a business and you don't have very much overhead capital to use, any kind of cash in your pocket, then this would be one of the programs that I would go for a monthly subscription. This will get you plenty of content out there that's relevant to your audience base that you're seeking after, and it will start building your brand and your platform and your social media accounts. That's important, especially if you're going to do product sales. The people that have come to you organically through your website and through your social media accounts are typically people who agree with you at some level with what you're doing and what you're selling. Not always the case, but that's usually the case. So use those platforms to for your lead management, to make sure that you're building up your email lists and phone number lists, and you're running your business like a business. So that's where I'm at the end of week one. We've got our business license. We've got our registrar who's filed our name with the state of Arkansas. We've got our content creation software stack down. We know we're going to use the Adobe Creative Cloud for photo editing, video editing, and layouts and designs. And then we're going to use Opus Clip and Premiere for video at this point. And then we're going to use Restream or possibly somebody else for streaming your video, to make clips, to record your desktop, and to make content that actually is relevant to your channel. And then for our AI softwares, I personally don't have an OpenAI Chat GPT account yet, but to build with the back end with VS Code and using some of the examples that I've built in the past, I will go get an OpenAI. And I would recommend that if you haven't played with AI, then that would be okay to do as well, is to get an OpenAI subscription or a Microsoft Copilot subscription and just start playing with it. Those are going to be $20 to $40 a month. That it's up to you whether or not you want to take this, as I have, into a business. But if you do, just know I'm going to have an all-inclusive suite of tools, so you don't have to go out all over the place and find software. Releasing this week, I'll have all the tools you need. I'll have all the documents you need. And below is 500 trainings that cover every area of making money online. So for the person who's looking to get an additional stream of income or two going with media creation, content creation, and building a channel and audience and selling a product eventually, then this this particular platform that I'm building will be for you. It's going to be a one-stop shop. So that should be this week releasing. Until then, if you have anything that is worth cutting up into little videos, maybe you've talked on your cell phone for a while and did some notes, give this a try. They do have a free trial, Opus Clips. As you can see, you can clip anything. It'll go through and it'll set apart the different things you said in context and make them their own clips. Now, I would like to challenge all of my students to put out some media this week, anything. Just grab a subject line that fits where you're currently going through, build some content, and put it out there. That's the challenge for the week. Let's see. I was sharing my screen. On that note, again, James Collins, Green and Clean Professionals. We're going to be offering software. We'll be offering consultant services, but I'm still a daytime 9 to 5er. Work on simulators, flight simulators, and have for a long time. I really enjoy what I do. So most of my time will be in the afternoon, but sooner than later, you'll start seeing a time to set up a call with me. If you're looking to start an online business, then give me a call and we'll talk out an actual plan of attack, see where you're at, and we will try to get you, at least from my perspective, set up for
Agentic AI. Agentic AI or agent based AI is the new next thing. AI voice, answering calls, making phone calls, and then taking that next level, the agentic level, adding an agent that will take a phone call and then document that it made the phone call, document that it made the text. It will leave a voicemail, or it may even be good enough to call and answer questions on your behalf. That is entirely possible with today's technology, to put in enough conversational bullet points that you can essentially get this AI trained up to talk like you, and then it will train itself as time goes on. I will be offering agentic AI. I'll be offering one stop tools for uh, preparing for a website build. Like, what all do you need to know to start a business? It'll be one click operation. You'll put your name and everything else will be done. So that's for the ones that want to do business, that may want to take this up a notch and do some more fun stuff with it, and may even build your own software stack. I apologize if I can't see your live stream messages if you've actually commented. So if you would do me a huge, huge favor, and on my YouTube channel, hit subscribe. It takes 1,000 subscribers to monetize your channel. And if I can get 1,000 subscribers, and when I get 1,000 subscribers soon, then I can start showing more ways to increase your income opportunities. And right now, I'm at about 16 pretty solid ways to do so. So this could really help some young people out there, 18 somethings, who's growing into being an adult. They're trying to find themselves. We can niche down, and we may even find business for the stay-at-home moms. I'm definitely targeting that group to where they'll have at least some income generation coming in based on whatever they choose, health and wellness, or all the way to just infant supplies. Whatever you're going through, we will brand and build a build content around what it is that you're currently doing and can easily keep doing. That way we can build a passive stream of income. For those looking to go into a bigger, higher scope ticket priced business, all of my automation is going to really help you. If you're starting out at $1,000 to $2,000, it needs to be awesome. It needs to really be awesome. It needs to work. It needs to all be in one place. It needs to be integrated with CRM. It needs to be, I mean, just stand your hair on your neck up awesome. That's what it needs to be if you are going to go into business for yourself. It's got to be branded, it's got to work, and it's got to continually be upgraded to stay up with the latest innovations, like the latest model sets. As you see how these are built in the future, as we pull the code down and build these, you'll see that I attach a specific model to a specific program, and then I post that program in its entirety to be ran in a Python environment for free. Now, that is amazing until 6 models from now and nobody updates that model in there. So I will be showing you code, um, at least to the level to where you can manipulate and build these things for yourself for the level of use that you want to get. Personally, I'm going to automate everything. That's just my personality. And I'd like to help others automate all of their stuff too. I've built 117 products. I've built multiple chat bots. I've built CRM, um, automation workflows, Zapier, Make.com, uh, N8N, you name it. I've been in there and I played around and built something that was useful. So hopefully we can build a community and we can all build something that's useful, that makes sense for us to share amongst each other to help each other to get ahead, because every little step that puts you ahead is going to be a good step to take right now before artificial intelligence hits at 100% level and everybody is trying to figure this out at the same time. So jump ahead, get ahead of the curve, get in, take some of these trainings that are down in the link and start making some content that goes around some subject that you're interested in, whether it's memes, photos, videos, video slideshows. Just make something. Um, that's going to be your end to this working for you. Content creation is how you keep feeding and getting more eyes on your work. That's how we're trying to, at least from my perspective, build this business from the ground up. We're going to build content and we're going to build it stable and we're going to build it useful. And I'm going to take comments from you guys and we'll do videos on those as well. And we'll talk about why it's useful. And I'll deliver you the product when it's done for free. So yeah, tell me what you're after. Tell me what you're thinking about. If you've had an idea that maybe you want to build t-shirts, or maybe you want a website that has interactive panels on it, just shoot me whatever it is you're thinking about for your business. Leave a comment below. We'll get back to you. And as always, you guys